Listen carefully, because this may change the way you see love forever. It's not the flowers, it's not the gifts. It's not even the physical connection. What truly moves a woman is deeper. A woman doesn't fall for what you say. She falls for how you make her feel. Think about that. Every woman you've ever known remembers one thing above all else: how you made her feel in the quiet moments. When no one was watching, when you had nothing to prove. That's where real attraction is born, not in grand gestures, but in the silent power of your presence. And if you understand this, if you live this, you will never struggle to win her heart. Because there are 5 things that turn a woman on more than intimacy. Respect. She wants to feel valued, not used. Respect is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Respect is not just a word, it's a language. A silent language that every woman feels deep in her soul. You can't fake it. You can't pretend to have it. She knows instantly if it's real, because respect is not something you give when it's convenient. It's something you live by. When a woman feels respected, she feels safe, safe to open up, safe to trust, safe to love without holding back. And that kind of safety is rare. That kind of safety is magnetic. Respect is not about how loud you are when you say, "I love you." It's about how careful you are with her heart when she's most vulnerable. Respect is not control. It's not dominance. It's not about standing above her. It's about standing beside her. It's about recognizing her worth and reminding her that she matters, not just in your life, but in the world. A woman who feels respected doesn't question your love. She doesn't doubt your intentions. She doesn't fear betrayal. Because respect is the foundation that holds everything else together. Think about it. Anyone can desire her body. Anyone can compliment her looks. Anyone can chase her when it's easy. But not everyone can honor her soul. Not everyone can truly see her, not as an object, not as a trophy, but as a human being who deserves to be cherished. Respect means listening when she speaks, not just hearing the words, but absorbing the emotions behind them. Respect means honoring her boundaries, even when they don't align with your desires. Respect means speaking to her with kindness, even in anger, even in frustration, because you understand that words can heal, but they can also destroy. Respect means showing up when you said you would, keeping promises that others have broken, being a man of action, not excuses. Because every time you choose consistency over convenience, she feels respected. She feels chosen. She feels valued. Respect is not a one-time gesture. It's a constant rhythm. It's in the way you look at her like she's the only woman in the room. It's in the way you defend her when she's not there to defend herself. It's in the way you remind her that she is more than enough, even on the days she feels less than worthy. Respect is the ultimate aphrodisiac because it doesn't just touch her body, it touches her spirit. It awakens a fire inside her that no physical act can ever reach. Because when a woman feels respected, she feels desired in the deepest way possible. Not just for what she gives, not just for how she looks, but for who she truly is. Attention, not half-hearted glances at your phone. Real, undivided attention that makes her feel seen. Attention is oxygen to love. Without it, connection dies. Without it, even the most beautiful relationship begins to wither. Because what every woman craves, deeper than gifts, deeper than compliments, is the feeling of being truly seen. Not looked at, not glanced over, but seen. Think about it. In a world filled with distractions, where notifications steal your focus and screens demand your time, attention has become rare. And that rarity is what makes it so powerful. When you give a woman your attention, real attention, you're telling her, You matter more than anything else right now, and that feeling is priceless. Attention is not about being physically present while your mind is miles away. It's about locking into her energy as if nothing else exists. It's about putting the phone down, turning the TV off, silencing the world, and letting her know, with your eyes, with your body, with your silence, that she has your full presence. Because women don't just hear your words, they feel your focus. They notice when you're drifting, when you're half there, when your mind is somewhere else. And nothing hurts more than feeling invisible to the one person. She wants to be visible to the most. Attention is respect in action. Attention is love in motion. Attention is the currency that proves you're invested, not casually interested. When she speaks, attention means listening, not to respond, but to understand. It means hearing her stories, even the ones you've heard 100 times, as if they still matter, because to her, they do. It means catching the small details, the way her voice changes when she's tired, the look in her eyes when something's bothering her, the quiet sigh that says more than 1,000 words. Attention isn't grand, it's subtle, it's intimate. It's in the way you remember her favorite coffee order without asking. It's in the way you notice her haircut before she even mentions it. It's in the way you pick up on the shift in her mood without needing her to explain. Attention makes her feel significant, and significance is everything. When a woman feels significant, she feels alive in your presence. She feels like she belongs. She feels like she's not just an option in your life, but a priority. The truth is, anyone can buy flowers. Anyone can say, "I love you." But not everyone can pay attention. Not everyone can give their presence in a world designed to distract them. That's why attention is so powerful. That's why it turns her on more than intimacy, because it tells her, "I see you. I hear you, I choose you." Attention is not loud. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers through the quiet moments, the way you lean in when she talks, the way you hold her gaze without rushing, the way you make her feel like time stops when she's with you. And here's the truth, a woman who feels seen never forgets it. A woman who feels seen will open her soul in ways you never imagined. Because when you give her attention, undivided and real, you're not just capturing her eyes, you're capturing her heart. Emotional safety, when she knows her heart is safe with you, her soul opens in ways intimacy never could. Emotional safety is the invisible shield every woman searches for, even if she never says it out loud. It is the space where she can breathe, where she can lay down her armor, where she doesn't have to perform, pretend, or protect herself. It is the one thing that unlocks her soul in ways that physical closeness never will, because a woman's body might move toward you when there's attraction, but her soul only opens when there is safety. And when a woman feels that kind of safety with you, she gives you something no one else can ever touch, her truest self. Emotional safety is not about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers. It's about being trustworthy in the moments when her heart feels most fragile. It's about being the place she can run to, not the storm she needs to run from. Every woman has scars, from broken promises, from being ignored, from words that cut deeper than fists ever could, from people who pretended to love her, but only loved her when it was easy. That's why safety is everything, because when she gives you her heart, she is handing you the most delicate part of herself, the part that remembers pain but still chooses hope. When she feels emotionally safe with you, she doesn't hide, she doesn't play small, she doesn't silence herself out of fear of being judged or mocked. Instead, she lets you see the unfiltered, unpolished version of her. the version she hides from the world, the version she only shares with the man she trusts. Emotional safety is built in the way you handle her vulnerability. When she cries, do you dismiss her, or do you hold her without asking her to stop? When she doubts herself, do you criticize her or remind her of the strength she forgets she has? When she shares her dreams, do you laugh, or do you encourage her to chase them, even when they scare her? Safety is found in the little moments, the way you keep her secrets locked away like treasures, the way you speak about her with honor when she's not around, the way you choose patience over anger when she makes a mistake, the way you make her feel that no matter what happens, she won't lose you over a single flaw. Because what she needs most is not perfection, it's reassurance. Reassurance that she is enough. Reassurance that her feelings matter. Reassurance that you won't weaponize her weaknesses, but instead you'll protect them. And here's the truth: when a woman feels emotionally safe, she doesn't just stay. She thrives, she blooms, she transforms. She becomes radiant, confident, magnetic. Because she knows she has someone by her side who won't use her pain against her, but will stand in the fire with her until the storm passes. Emotional safety creates intimacy deeper than touch. It builds a bond that no temptation can break. It forges loyalty that no distance can weaken, because once she finds it, she knows she's found something worth holding on to with everything she has. Ambition, a man with vision, is magnetic. A man who knows where he's going makes her want to walk beside him. Ambition is not just about success. It's not about money, cars, or titles. Ambition is the fire that burns inside a man when he knows his life has purpose. It's the steady direction of a man who refuses to drift, who refuses to settle, who refuses to let his days pass without meaning. And to a woman, that kind of fire is irresistible, because a man with ambition radiates something rare. He carries an energy that says, I am building, I am moving, I am becoming, and that energy pulls her in. Not because of what he already has, but because of what he's chasing. Because ambition is not about where you are right now, it's about where you're determined to go. A man without vision can be charming, he can be handsome, he can even be fun for a while, but eventually emptiness shows. Because drifting through life has no gravity, it has no weight, and no woman wants to tie her soul to a man who doesn't know where he's headed. But a man with ambition, he is different. He wakes up with hunger in his eyes. He walks with intention in his steps. He speaks with conviction because his words are rooted in purpose. He doesn't waste his energy proving himself to others because he's too focused on proving himself to his vision. And that is magnetic. Ambition makes her feel secure, not because you're perfect, but because you're committed to growth. She doesn't expect you to have it all figured out. She doesn't need you to already be at the top. What she needs to see is the climb, the effort, the determination. Because when she sees you moving forward, she knows she'll never be stuck in stagnation. A man with ambition turns challenges into fuel. When the world says, you can't, he answers with action. When life throws obstacles in his path, he doesn't collapse, he recalibrates, and that resilience inspires her. It makes her want to walk beside him, not because the road is easy, but because she knows the man leading it will never quit. Ambition is not selfish. It's not about leaving her behind. True ambition says, I will rise, and I want you to rise with me. It builds, it uplifts, it includes. It doesn't demand that she sacrifices her own dreams, but instead creates a space where her dreams can thrive too. Because the man with vision knows a woman by his side is not a distraction. She's a force, and together they can build something greater than either could build alone. But here's what makes ambition powerful. It's not loud, it doesn't scream, it doesn't boast. It shows itself in small, consistent actions. In the way you spend your mornings, in the discipline you keep when no one is watching, in the refusal to waste your potential. That quiet, consistent drive says more to her than 1,000 promises ever could. Ambition is attractive because it signals leadership. Not the kind of leadership that dominates, but the kind that inspires. The kind that makes her feel safe walking into the unknown because she knows the man she's with is not afraid of the climb. Every woman wants to feel like the man she chooses has a direction, a purpose, a mission, because when she sees that in you, she doesn't just see your future, she sees hers. She sees stability, she sees growth, she sees a life where both of you are moving forward, hand in hand towards something bigger than yourselves. A man with ambition doesn't have to beg for respect. He doesn't have to chase approval. His life speaks for him. His actions inspire her more than his words ever could. And when she witnesses that vision, when she feels that fire, she doesn't just admire him. She wants to join him, she wants to build with him. She wants to walk beside him on the journey, not because she has to, but because something inside her knows she can trust a man who refuses to stop climbing. Consistency. Words mean nothing without action. Show up again and again, and she'll never forget you. Consistency is the heartbeat of trust. It's the rhythm that proves your love isn't built on sparks that fade, but on fire that never dies. Anyone can be passionate for a moment. Anyone can whisper sweet words under the glow of the night, but words without action are empty. Promises without proof are fragile. And every woman knows the difference. Because what makes her feel secure, what makes her feel wanted, what makes her feel like she can give herself fully, is not what you say once, but what you show every day. Consistency is what separates a fleeting romance from a love that lasts. When you're consistent, she doesn't have to question your feelings. She doesn't have to wonder if you'll disappear when things get hard. She doesn't have to replay every conversation in her head, asking herself if you really meant what you said. She knows, she feels it, because your actions align with your words again and again. Consistency isn't grand. It's not always dramatic. It lives in the little things. In the good morning text you send not out of routine, but out of care. In the way you check in even when you're busy. In the way you keep showing up, not just when it's convenient, but when it's hard. A man who is consistent doesn't love only when it's easy. He doesn't disappear when life gets heavy. He doesn't back away when she needs him most. He stays, he proves, he shows with patience and persistence that his love is not fragile, it's resilient. Because the truth is, inconsistency destroys more relationships than betrayal. A woman can forgive mistakes. She can forgive flaws. She can forgive moments of weakness. But inconsistency eats away at her soul. One day you're present, the next you're gone. One day you're loving, the next you're cold. One day you're promising forever, the next you're distracted by everything else. That chaos breaks her spirit. It teaches her not to trust. It makes her feel like she can never rest in your love. But consistency is different. Consistency builds safety. Consistency builds loyalty. Consistency builds the kind of bond that storms can't break. Because when you show up again and again, she learns something powerful. She learns that you are who you say you are. Consistency is not perfection. It's not about never failing. It's not about never stumbling. It's about coming back again and again. It's about repairing what's broken, not walking away from it. It's about choosing her, not just once, but every single day. And the truth is, consistency is not always easy. It demands discipline. It demands effort. It demands that you love not only when it feels good, but when it's uncomfortable. It demands that you push past distractions, temptations, and excuses. But the reward is her trust. The reward is her loyalty. The reward is the kind of love most men spend their lives chasing but never find. Because a woman never forgets consistency. She never forgets the man who kept his word when others broke theirs. She never forgets the man who showed up when others walked away. She never forgets the man who chose her day after day, even when life made it hard. That kind of presence etches itself into her soul. Consistency is attraction in its purest form. Because when a woman sees that you're steady, that you're reliable, that you're the man who won't vanish the moment things shift, her guard comes down. Her love deepens, her passion grows. She feels safe enough to give herself fully, because she knows she won't be abandoned in the middle of the storm. Anyone can impress her for a moment. Anyone can win her attention for a night. But it takes a man of strength, a man of depth, a man of commitment to keep showing up again and again. And when you do, you don't just capture her love, you keep it, you nurture it, you build something so strong that even time can't erase it. Consistency is not about the words you say once. It's about the actions you repeat always. And when she sees that rhythm in you, when she feels that steady heartbeat in your presence, she knows she has found something real. Listen to me, a woman can get intimacy anywhere. But these 5 things, they're rare, they're priceless. And when you give them, she won't just want you, she'll need you. Don't chase her with empty promises. Don't try to impress her with surface-level tricks. Instead, become the man who embodies respect, attention, safety, ambition, and consistency. That man doesn't beg for love. That man doesn't chase validation. That man becomes unforgettable. So here's your call to action. Stop asking, what do women want? Start becoming the man who gives what few men ever do. Because when you do, you won't just attract her. You'll inspire her, you'll awaken her, and you'll keep her heart forever.